Hey guys, so in this episode, I wanted to talk about what is project management and why get into project management. And project management is basically the field, the discipline of managing projects. And projects are things that involve multiple tasks, generally multiple people, a budget, a time frame, and specific goals and objectives that need to be delivered over a period of time. And the person leading this effort and leading the team is called or referred to as the project manager, which is someone who has gone through training, education, and probably practical experience to be sitting in that leadership role. And I say leadership because generally the project manager leads the team and is working collaboratively with stakeholders and with the team to make sure that the project goals and objectives are met. Now, obviously, there are different types of project management. So you could be talking about construction project management, IT project management, and so forth. But the fundamentals and the basics of project management are pretty much the same regardless of the industry. But in this podcast, we're going to be focusing mainly on IT project management. Now, if anyone doesn't know what IT stands for, it's basically information technology. So just think about the world of technology. So projects within that world, which is a massive world, right? When we're talking about technology, there's so many different types of technologies out there and so many companies that require people from IT to be working on their projects. Now, why get into project management and why is it so exciting? Why do people like project management so much? Well, there are a ton of reasons, so let me give you a few. One of them is that it's a really well-paid job. So people who sit in the role of project manager generally have a really good salary. Now, if I go to the US, for instance, to just give you an example, the average salary of a project manager in the US is $140,000 a year, $140K per year. Now, that is from one source when I look at salary.com. But if you go to LinkedIn or other pay scale or many other sources or websites, you might find a couple of differences, or some differences with this figure that I just mentioned. Generally, the average is sitting between 120 and 160K per year. Now, because that's an average or an average range, like I just mentioned, obviously there are people who fall outside that range or outside that average who have salaries below that or above that. Now, obviously, above would require that you have a higher level of experience. You might be, for instance, a senior project manager with decades of experience or a lot more experience than someone who is just starting out, and that's why you're getting paid a lot more. But don't get too caught up on the stat or any of the facts that I just mentioned. It doesn't really matter. The point is that they have really good salaries and really good income. We're talking about project managers. Another reason why people really like to get into the world or involved with the world of project management is because it's very exciting. So you don't get bored in the world of project management because every day you're faced with different challenges. You're going to be working with different people and rarely you're going to be doing the same thing every day. You also have the opportunity to interact with people across all levels of the organization, from the bottom level to the top, most senior level of the company. And it is not rare at all to see people who started out as project managers jump to management positions or, becoming directors or vice presidents over the long term. Now, that's because unlike many roles, when you're a project manager, you're actually working with pretty much all different areas of the organization. So you're going to be working with procurement, legal, you might be working, with support, operations, marketing, HR. Obviously, you will be more involved with some areas than others, and you might be working more closely with one particular area if you're delivering, for instance, a project for that particular area of the business and so forth. But the point is that as a project manager, you need to have the capability and the capacity to get involved with different things, different areas, different people, different stakeholders, different levels. And that's one of the reasons also why people like project management so much. So in a nutshell, like I said before, project management has really good salaries. It is a very exciting field that provides career growth opportunities, genuine career growth opportunities. And that's in a nutshell why people love project management so much. It's not boring. You're always, doing different things. It's a very dynamic and active role, and it involves you developing leadership skills and influencing others to get stuff done. So project management is about getting projects delivered, completed, done. And there are different types of project management methodologies, different type of approaches, and so forth. And we'll be talking about all of that in this podcast. We're also going to be talking to real world project managers so you can hear directly from them what they love about the role, what they don't like, what's challenging, what are the key things that they have learned along the journey, so that you can absorb all of that knowledge and apply it in your own projects. So project management is fascinating, and it involves and requires a high level of attention to detail, intellectual curiosity, a high sense of urgency, great communication skills, great interpersonal skills, leadership skills, emotional intelligence, and even resilience. Yes, because as a project manager, you're going to be constantly and regularly facing challenges, sometimes risks, issues that might require your attention, and you need to be resilient, and you need to help your team, remove those roadblocks that are potentially stopping the project or making it go slower than what you actually need, so you can actually deliver it on time, within budget, and meet your project goals and objectives, so that all of your stakeholders that are involved with the project are happy with the outcome. So if you're someone who's aspiring to become a project manager, I'm here to tell you that you have chosen an excellent and awesome career path. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. It won't be perfect. Don't get me wrong. There will be difficult days, but overall, it's a really good gig. Now, if you're already a project manager, you're also welcome to join us, because I'm sure you can also brush up on your skills and learn a thing or two in this podcast. And even potentially join us in an interview and share from your own knowledge and experience so that other people can learn from you. Why not, right? Feel free to reach out if you're a project manager that has a ton of experience and wants to share their knowledge with others. We'd love to have you on the show. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you again soon. Cheers. Bye.